Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, bear with us. Minor technical difficulties as we work out a couple of quick details. But hey, rest assured, the Old Humble Distilling Company's Happy Hour 2.0 will be starting momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, ready? Are we ready? Ready for the show? I'm ready for the show. Let's get this party. Hold on. That's interesting. Very interesting. Hold on, one more quick technical detail to work out, and then we will be all over the rock and the roll. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, welcome to the Old Humble Distilling Company's 21st episode of the quarantine happy hour. I have a stray camera running over here on the left that needs not be running around. Is that the one? Wait. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, camera. How you doing? Ladies and sisters, here. It's time. It's the we're ready to. Clearly I'm prepared. I'm so prepared. We're going to start again in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, it is episode 21. Didn't start that over again, did I? Let's try this one more time. Out of studio mode. There. Start recording. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, welcome to the Old Humble Distilling Company Happy Hour. I'm your host, and long-lived creation of the Old Humble guy. Centuries old, I tell you. I've been around for a long time. I've done things. Whew, most of them all, and there have been songs written about stupid things I've done in my youth. But you know, when you're an elemental creature, distilling double a delicious concoction. When you're an elemental creature that's been around for centuries, you know, you've done some awesome things, some dumb things. Most of the stuff get forgotten. It's fine. So what do we got going on today? Today we were on Science Advisor on the show. Well, I don't have anything on the show. But as happens with superheroes who do amazing things, I think we may have a replacement for Tonya. She had called away to do a to do a to assist. We're not going to be doing space stuff tonight. I'd like to do space stuff tonight, but it's a solo show tonight. We're not doing space stuff. We're going to instead do a thing that we do for a time. We're going to talk about. I'm going to randomly pull up a news article. We're going to do whiskey. Why does my sound suck? Does my sound suck? It's good in my. Oh, Lisa's in chat. Hi, Lisa. Lisa's in chat now. Turning to me now. 2 minutes after the show started, it will be on tonight. Lisa, I don't have a link. Sorry. I literally right before the show started, I closed down the StreamYard tab in order to do the show because I did not realize anybody would join the show. Sorry. You give me a try to back up, but you know. Let's see if I can get it happen. But I'm gonna have to. No, you know I can't. I have to literally reset the entire setup. That I'm gonna have to really reset it. This is awesome. This is really awesome. You put in time for actually planning having a show, then literally it all goes get 10 minutes that starts. It's fantastic. This is what I do. So that it can all literally blow in my face as I'm doing it. There's nothing greater joy to my heart than the alcohol blowing up in my face. Literally, it's awesome. It really is. It's awesome. This is the most awesome. But you know what I can do? I can go boop. There I am with with the camera. I'm going to get a link up. Let me see if I can find the. Damn it! It keeps going over to chat every time I hit Chrome. Up Chrome with a fresh link. There's a buzzing noise. Oh, why there's a noise? The one thing I did not do is the plug to my mic. I'm not talking into this microphone right now. Let's fix. Yeah, see, this is what happens when you have to reset all the video. You forget to do the audio. Okay, Sarah. Power on. Power's on. Tap, tap, tap. We'll get that fixed in just a moment. And the property for that. So just bear with me. The recording experience is good. The external microphone is good. I think I just fixed the audio. Gentlemen, brothers, and sisters, confirm that I fixed the audio. Gone yet? Open Chrome in a new window. We're not done yet. I'm resetting, getting the StreamYard and running, and we should be golden in just a moment. Bear with me as we get all this rocking and rolling. Make sure I get the right camera up. Cam link. Can I get my good cam? Yes, I can. Gorgeous. God damn, I'm good looking in this camera. I'm good looking in this camera. All right, Lisa Be ready for the linkity-link. We have our replacement astronomer, Burnsey, showing up. I'll get her first. Let's see here. Host cam. Where's the host cam? There's the chat. Hang on. Add my window cap. Chat StreamYard. Come on. HD? Nope. I got the right cam coming. OBS is going to crash again on me, I bet. We got the live cam 4K. Actually, I don't want that on. I want to remove this. Yup. Add in. Oops. Add in the window cap. Bear with me, guys. We got to get all this work back out. Boom. Boom. There we are. I'm back. And I am looking good. Damn, this is a nice camera. All right. We'll get Lisa in here in just a minute. And I'll send all the links out for people who have decided they want to show up. It's cool. Whoops. There we go. Then there's the chat. Tuna, tuna, tuna. Yeah, I could just put the link to this. I can get this link. Show me the. There it is. I'll just put it in chat. Lisa, come on. You're already in chat. You can. And I don't have to Facebook it to you. There it is, Lisa. Come on in. Boom. Skadoosh. All right. And if Lisa decides to join me, cheers. This is the screen that she will be on. Whoops. This needs to be over here. Separate. Because. So here's what I did all day. I laid a floor. It was awesome. Is that the StreamYard link? It's thinking. It's working. Make sure it's got the right page. Thinking and working. We're good. Nope. It's not the right link. StreamYard. Skadoosh. I think it'll work. I see me. I'm waiting to see me on the screen here. Let's cut the chat. See, I'm capturing windows. I'm actively capturing windows, and I'm waiting for the window to catch up to it being captured. And it's not catching up anytime soon. Give it a chance. And it's definitely capturing the wrong window, too. That's cool, though. It'll catch up. It'll catch up. I've got my new resident astronomer, my backup resident astronomer, about to come into the party. If I can get her in, you got to click the link, and then she will join us. Let's see if I can get this StreamYard link working again. Maybe that one? Nope. That didn't work. See? Let's see if I can get this one. Boop. Did that do it? I wish I had like a video I could play while I'm doing all this stupid technical. I wonder if I still have the technical difficulty screen I can pop up. See if that'll work. Boop, 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 boop. And then I can close the Chrome tabs. Literally all of this was set up at 8 o'clock. Set. All of it was set, ready to go, 8 p.m. And now, it's all a giant clusterfuck. Because, you know, who gives a shit? Right? Yeah. Who cares? It's just YouTube. It's not like it's a thing. No big deal. All right, come on. Get this window up and running. That one? There's... Hello, Lisa. Oh, the audio for the computer is not coming through. Hang on a second. Hold on. Audio for the computer is not coming through. Audio input. Desktop. I wonder if it's going to get me twice. That's a good question. That's a good one. I'm not sure. Lisa, say some more things. Yeah. Oh, great. Wow. I can't get any fucking video up, so it doesn't matter. There's desktop. Say more? No. No. I'm here. They can hear me. They can't see me, but they can hear me. We're here, but you can't hear us. Nope, nope. I see audio. Hot damn, we have audio. Lisa, I don't think we have your audio, though. No. Let's see if this works. Hang on. Let's see if this works. I added in. Nope. Haven't been able to hear you yet. But we have our resident astronomer in the hole waiting to come and join us. In the green room, I guess would be the appropriate change this screen size. Gray room's fine. Still no audio though. Let's see here. Capture device. Headphones. Will that do it? Now you talk. Yeah, no. We can see you. We can see you. She's asking if she can be heard. She can't be heard yet. But I have the audio fixed. See, I've been playing with this all week, and I had it all set up and ready to go. Absolutely 100% bang on, ready to go. And we're talking space stuff tonight with our, so glad Phil Plate didn't join us, with our new astronomer, our new resident astronomer. Come on, that's supposed to be the default. Why are you not doing audio output, capture device, default, show them all? Actually, I don't know if I can hear you because I don't have my phone on. Burnsey, hang with us. I'll get you in just a second. Lisa, say words. Lisa? She's not talking. She's just moving her mouth. She's not saying anything. No, she's not. Yeah, she's just faking it. Y'all can hear her. She's totally faking it. You can hear what she's doing. She's just sitting there moving her lips. She's doing this. And it's super annoying. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's working just fine. Uh-huh. Internal digital audio. Burnsy, hang on. I'll get with you in just a second. You're coming in. I had to change everything because of Lisa. Hold on. It was working just fine. It was literally working just fine. Uh-huh. Straight up your fault. And I think I might have just crashed OBS again. No, I didn't. Why is OBS crashy all of a sudden? Well, guys, about to rage quit. Seriously. Save. Save. Okay. Reset. That should do it. That should totally do it. 6 people here staring at me. Save. Being all like, what the fuck are you doing? Save. We're totally going to talk space stuff. I have an astronomer in the green room waiting to join me, as far as you know. Yeah. See, that's me. I can hear me just fine. I am 100% here to listen to me talk. Why the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Why are people banging on my office door? Like they don't, like nobody fucking knows I'm doing a podcast here. Like Jesus Christ. Everybody's like, oh, I'll get there when I feel like it. Just bothering you the whole time you're in your office. Doors closed, why don't I just bang on it? Anyway, you tell I'm tired. I installed a floor today. You can't hear me. Oh, you can hear me. They can't hear you. Hear me. It smells delicious. The floor, it's awesome. But yeah, I know you can hear me. Pretty sure Burns can hear me. Burnsey. Pretty sure she can hear me. He, my resident astronomer there, can hear me. Um, this is looking for the. Oh, what output device I need? I'm supposed to have. It's this one right here. Speakers are muted, or maybe the speakers shouldn't be. Load you up. What if? Here's a crazy idea. Why am bloody fucking hell? Safety Doc's here. What the hell's going on here? See, Safety Doc exactly is he read the memo. He knows exactly what he's supposed to be doing. Why? But see, I can't check the microphones because somebody isn't saying anything. Give me a show. I'm just gonna show up whenever I feel like it. I can't check the microphones because somebody isn't. I am fucking cranky. I'm extremely cranky. You haven't even seen the worst of it yet. Burns, do you want to? I'm gonna bring Burns up to see this shit show. Join us. You're gonna be the third seat. Oh, there it goes, crashing out on me. Fucking I quit. I swear to God. Hi, Burn. Oh, what was that? I hear. Oh, I hear your voice in my headphones. Everybody can hear your voice in my. We can see your avatar down there. Um, but nobody can. They can't hear you out there. How you doing, Burns? Yes, it was. That's fine. But the fact is, you're an astronomy expert, so you're going to be able to join us and talk about astronomy stuff, as far as everybody knows. And they can't hear. Well, they can hear me. Yes, they can't hear you deny whether or not, or confirm whether or not you are. So as far as they know, you are definitely. Uh, Not yet. Well, for some reason, I've got some kind of audio problem coming out of my desktop, and it's just not. I can't solve this problem, and I don't know. We make good whiskey. We make good whiskey. That's what we do. This is not. This is. I'm seriously about to just burn this whole fucking place down. Well, it's all around us. I can talk about space. did did it really die? The answer is yes. It really died. Um, I am. What's it matter if you know or not? what, why do you need to know? What's the whole point of you knowing? Who cares? The universe doesn't do stuff for your benefit. The universe does shit for its own benefit, not yours. I mean, how arrogant is man to be all like, what the hell is the universe doing and why does it want us to know? Um, uh, Maybe internal? I mean, the universe does not give a shit about us.
I am.
Have you ever seen the documentary Life After People? No, it's just called After People. It's not Life After People. It's After People. People have vanished. Plants are taking it back.
I'm. Yep, that's exactly what happens after people go. The whole everything just doesn't care. All right, let me see if I can do this thing real quick. I'm going to see real quick, if I can do. I can't. I can't. It won't let me. Yeah, well,
While you're fiddling, can I get names here?
I'm Joe. That's Lisa. Let's see if this actually sends
Lisa.
out.
Okay,
Hi, Lee.
I'm Lee.
Uh,
I'm sorry, Lee. Did you say Lee who? Good to meet you too, Lisa. And Joe.
Good to meet you too.
This is weird, very weird. Like, it's kind of fun being in the, well, moving in from the
And like legit, I had audio on this entire setup 3 days ago, and for some fucking reason, it's not
Is
working
this
right now.
actually recording right now, or like people listening?
We small audience. Yeah. So put your pants on, because so we don't get kicked off the YouTube.
I've got my pants on, so do you want me to start just talking about space?
I'm running out of ideas here. I don't know why my computer is not being captured. The audio from my computer is not being captured. I don't understand what the fuck is going on. It's pissing me off.
So while you're doing this, Joe, what is the purpose of your broadcast here? Is this like a weekly thing that you do?
Yes. And I'm beginning to question the purpose of this broadcast because it is not bringing me joy. Because right now I'm just pissed off. And
Okay. Okay. Did he bail on this?
I'm here. Relax. Can you hear me? You can't hear me. I'm not. I haven't gone anywhere. Lisa, I haven't gone anywhere.
Well, tell him that I touched all of the apples. I touched all of the apples in the green room. So do
Oh,
people
yeah.
hear you talk about it?
They can't hear y'all. They can just see you. And they can only see y'all. I put myself in the back room so I can like look at this tech stuff, and they can only see y'all. They can only see Lisa talking. They can't see you, Lee. Like,
Are you guys worried about seeing me or about Joe?
no, no. They could only see y'all. They couldn't hear y'all, but they could kind of hear me. We didn't when it started, Lisa. All right. Well, you know what? I tell you what. Uh, guys, you know how we had audio?
Ladies.
Yeah, whatever. How we had audio? I don't know if we have audio right now.
Oh my God.
I mean, we just had it, and it was there.
How we had audio?
Lisa?
We have audio right now.
What?
Nope, we got you. Y'all are live and in charge. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, back to the title screen. Based sister, we're here. Lisa, the Catwoman,
Yeah.
our legal advisor, and our new science advisor. Is StreamYard's just being a bitch. StreamYard's being a bitch. I hate StreamYard. I did not have these problems without StreamYard. So, we're talking science stuff, space stuff, specifically space stuff, with our new science advisor down below. Oh, I should put the names down there, shouldn't
Who
I?
else can hear us?
So what?
I'm Burnsey.
Burnsey, our
Burnsey.
resident science boss. We'll go with that.
Yes.
Brand? Yeah,
Yes.
that's the one I want to click on.
Science boss
Uh,
on paper.
an astronomer that I found and tricked into coming to the show so that we could talk. James Webb Telescope. There it is. Display names.
Space.
Space and space things.
Yeah.
Tonya had to bail because she is a superhero. There's names. Our science advisor, our new science rep, Burnsey. Cheers to Burnsey. Where's my drink? There it is. Cheers.
Thank you.
Um,
Clink.
so, what was it? 2 weeks ago, James Webb Space Telescope went out into space. Bull Rush is here. The Nightbot is here. Tuna's here. Everybody's here. The whole gang's here. It's awesome. I'm so tired. I'm fed up. I'm done. Lisa, run the show.
That's a nice roll top desk you've got there.
Thank you. I built it myself. That's not
No,
true.
you did not. You liar.
It's dusty though. Ugh. It's dusty. We installed a new floor today in our bedroom. So back at the end of August, we had a pipe bust in our attic, which ruined 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walls and the carpet in our bedroom and carpet in our living room. And we've gotten the walls replaced finally, and now we're in the process of replacing the floors. So we're gonna piecemeal it together. Starting with the bedroom, we go into the living room, and then because they won't match, we're gonna change the dining room and my office. The Old Humble Distilling Company Pandemic YouTube studio, also my office. Do the floors in these rooms, but today it was the bedroom, and we laid the whole floor in the bedroom, and I'm exhausted.
That's forced productivity, and I like it.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Here's a picture, because I did a little video on the TikToks, but this is the job well done cocktail at the end of the day of laying wood. You always have to have a job well done cocktail after you do a good day's worth of work. You always need a job well done cocktail. Lately, my go-to job well done cocktail has been rye on the rocks. Do y'all have a go-to job well done cocktail, or did you not even know that was a thing? Lisa?
I totally know that's a thing.
Yeah, good. Lee, did you know that was a thing?
My job well done cocktail would be 1 part sake and 1 part LaCroix.
Ooh.
And the flavor depends on the mood.
That's a good strong choice. 1 part LaCroix and 1 part sake. That's nice.
It's not liquor, but it's good.
It gets you there. It does the job. Doesn't matter what kind of car you drive, just as long as it drives. I'm good with that.
Yep. I meant it's Old Humble
Oh,
whiskey
don't lie at
and
me.
LaCroix.
Shut up. Although whiskey and LaCroix is good too. That's the way
You were preaching to the choir.
you punch that up a little bit. That's a good move. Lisa, what's your go-to job well done drink? Margaritas with
That,
white wine.
like, no. Oh gosh, no. It would probably be a Dos Equis.
Ah, yeah, nice. And you know, I used to actually have a
Most interesting man in the world.
I used to have a bottle of beer in my toolkit.
I'd like to find him.
And that was the specific reason I had a bottle of beer in my toolkit. Is I would go and I'd do a thing, and when it was done, I'd sit there and pop the beer and job well done. That was the end of the job. When you break open the Lone Star, break open the High Life, break open the Shiner. I have very simple tastes when it comes to beer. Needs to be done right. St. Arnold's.
Simplicity is key.
Yes, true. So there you go.
As an astronomer, I would say that simplicity is key.
As an astronomer, yes, of course. Now, do you find here's what I find fascinating about astronomy: the systems that we see out in the heaven, like it's complicated math, right? It's like complex.
Yes, it's very
calculus,
complicated math.
Because they're moving bodies and derivatives and all that stuff. Isaac Newton stuff. But like when you just like break it down to the sun, it's really a very simple, very beautiful, very. I mean, the stuff just works, right? I mean, it's just like the planets in our own solar system. They're in a very resonant type of orbit. Like it's what is it? One orbit. Like, geez, they're all stable. Is what I'm trying to say. That's the words that are. Hang on, I got to fix some words.
Well, there's a very delicate balance to astronomy.
Yeah,
and most people think that it's based on math, but really it's based on emotion. So,
did you just say astronomy is based on emotion?
Weird, we will just spin out of control. Huh? I'm sorry?
Did you just say astronomy was based on emotion or motion? Motion or emotion?
Not.
Which one?
I may have.
Okay. It's one of those things. I wasn't sure which one I heard.
You're breaking up.
Okay. Well, did you say astronomy was based on motion or emotion? You see, I clicked the fucking button on my computer and everything is just going to
motion.
Okay, just motion, the word motion. The verb. Got it. Okay, because I was going to...
Sure. Yeah. It is based on motion.
Okay. Because astronomy is definitely not based on emotion. I mean, it's pretty and it evokes like emotion.
Or maybe. I mean, who's to tell?
Okay. So the big astronomy news of the last 3 weeks. Well, actually, they had a big one that came out today. There was apparently a solar storm that knocked a bunch of satellites out of orbit. So we're getting a bunch of Starlink satellites that are falling down to the Earth. That's kind of cool. What does the astronomy community say about that?
Can you repeat that?
That's what they say. That's pretty cool. No, the solar storm that knocked. I
just want to make sure I heard you right.
There was a solar storm recently on the sun, which is where solar storms usually happen. Very rarely do solar. Very rarely do they happen elsewhere. But it's knocked a bunch of satellites out of orbit. We're getting a bunch of Starlink satellites falling back down to Earth. What does the astronomy community have to say about that particular phenomenon?
Well, it's very upsetting for the people who like to watch opera at late nights.
Yeah.
It's really interfering with their transmissions.
Yeah. I get that.
Other than that, I think it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm down with it. I mean, it makes no difference. I don't have any satellites in space, so it's like I don't. Yeah. I see it and I'm like,
either.
ooh, cool.
But that's just what I've heard.
Yeah.
I mean, like through the telegraph,
Now
that that the opera viewers are not getting their feed.
that sucks.
Other than that, everything's okay.
Well, that's cool. I mean, the Starlink satellites are small. I don't know what Starlink satellites do. Can you shed some light on what Starlink satellites do? They're the ones that got sent up with the SpaceX, the little bitty packets of the chat just scrolled up like 6 lines. I'm looking over there. The Starlink satellites were. Are we not brought? Oh, I'm looking. Okay, I'm confused by my screens real quick. Sorry. Let's go to a different question. So just, Lisa, do you have a sciencey, space stuffy type of question to ask? Lisa's not even paying attention to the show. She's just over there like doing her nails.
Here, looking at chat. We're having a discussion about my eggs.
Eggs?
This whole show is just a complete and total random disaster.
I have learned a very important trick about eggs.
Tell me.
This week, my refrigerator went on the blink, and there's a very special trick. If you're worried about the eggs, because I buy eggs by the 60, not this 18, not this 12.
That's a lot of eggs.
I buy them by the 60.
Are you feeding a family or are you feeding yourself?
I use the egg whites.
Okay.
And so you got to use a lot more eggs to get the egg whites. You know?
Okay. Do you ever feel bad when you like use the egg white and toss out the yolk? Do you feel bad like you're wasting the yolk?
No.
Okay.
No, because sometimes I save them for my husband.
Okay.
I'll like boil the egg yolk, and he'll like throw them into a salad and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's not a total loss.
I'm not allowed to do anything with egg whites and egg yolks anymore because I take the egg yolks and I chuck them at my family and say, the yolk's on you, haha. And they have banned me from
I learned
stuff.
that if you're worried about if your eggs are bad or not, if you drop them in a little pot of cold water, if they sink, they're either good or bad. If they float, they're either good or bad.
That is correct. They are either good or bad.
It's one or the other.
If you eat them and get sick and die, they are bad.
Yes, exactly.
But if they sink, they're good because then that means that they have they don't have a lot of air in them. If they have air in them, they'll float. And air is
exactly. And that is space science.
And if they sink, then they are a witch, and you must burn them.
Exactly.
Because those are the rules. I don't make them up. I just follow them.
Those are the rules.
You can also take the egg and weigh it next to a duck, because if it weighs the same amount of a duck, it floats. If it's heavier than a duck, it is clearly a witch, and it will need to be burned.
Exactly.
Yep. Or if you have a known witch, you can weigh the egg next to the witch and see if it's a witch.
What if you weigh a witch next to a witch? What happens then?
Well, they should obviously they weigh the same amount because they sink. Duh.
Okay.
Right?
Well, that was not the eggs we were talking about, but okay.
It's just science.
That's science.
So, oh Lord, I'm so exhausted. So the James Webb Space Telescope went into space, and it is now somewhere like 1 million miles away. I don't know. What's the James Webb Space Telescope doing, and why do we give a shit? Doctor.
Are you asking me?
Yes, I'm asking our resident astronomer.
I'm sorry. I was wearing my cocktail. What is
the James Webb Space Telescope, and what's it doing, and why do we care?
The James Webb Telescope.
Because you're an astronomer, you can tell.
No, the James Webb Telescope is it's well, not many people want to talk about this, but it's really just an advertisement for the new Spider-Man movie.
Yes, I understand. They have drones on the James Webb Space Telescope that will attack a high school bus on a trip in Germany if
well, I don't know. I think conspiracy. I don't know about that, but
I saw it on the internet, so it's clearly obviously true.
Oh yeah, well,
Obviously.
Clearly.
I'm the doctor, and
Oh, why should we believe doctor? And what do they know? Bunch of. Bull Rush says two witches is kind of like
no. So
streams.
what it's doing is it's circling. It's doing like it's like doing these weird orbits where it like dives down really close to the Earth in certain places, and it kind of digs up information about what people like the most about Spider-Man movies.
Oh, I got you. That makes sense.
And
that's good information to have.
That's what that's working on.
Yeah, that's good information. So it's basically market research for Marvel in space, but
Marvel or DC, whichever one.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
But it's gathering up necessary information. Does it actually have beams that go into our brains?
Spike Lee is definitely behind it.
Oh, that makes sense. So we need to do we need to shield our brains from the James Webb Space Telescope? That's the question that I think everybody needs to know. Do we need to shield our brains? Or are our brains naturally shielded from
I want to know if James Webb is informal. I mean, is that like the informal name? I mean, like, should it be?
So would it be Jamathan?
No, we shouldn't. I think we should not shield our brains from it. I mean,
so we're good. We don't have. It's not going to hurt us.
Spider-Man, you like Spider-Man.
It's extracting information. It's not putting in any viruses.
No,
and things like
I mean,
that.
I mean, it's not going to hurt.
Now, when it extracts the information,
it's not going to hurt humanity or anything. It's just gonna result in better Spider-Man movies.
Oh, and that's good for humanity in general.
It's really good.
When it extracts the information, is it making a copy of it when it extracts it, or is it actually taking the information out? Because there's some people who can't afford information to be taken, too much information to be taken out. And is it just Spider-Man information, or does it sometimes get like residual stuff?
Well, when you talk about information and Spider-Man thoughts, those are two totally different things. Because yeah. So nobody is going to be injured by the extraction of their Spider-Man thoughts.
That's good.
So it's really a safe case.
That's good. As long as nobody gets injured, I think we're good.
No, we're all good. Look for a very fruitful 20-year span of Spider-Man movies.
Yep, and that's exactly what I'm in for. That's why we should have a space program. If it were for no other reason, I mean, microwaves are great. Tang was wonderful.
Anyone who's seen the first one knows that it deserves better. It deserves better.
Oh yeah. And I mean, the whole idea.
It's only gone downhill. It needs to go uphill, and that's what the James Webb satellite is going to do.
Exactly. I mean, we sent them into the moon and didn't get a single good Spider-Man movie out of that whole little trip.
Not a single one.
Not a single good Spider-Man. We didn't even get a good Marvel movie out of going to the moon. We didn't get a good Marvel movie out of this. I know. We didn't get a good movie out of the space shuttle. We didn't get a good Marvel movie out of the International Space Station. We didn't get a good Marvel movie until SpaceX started doing stuff. All hail Elon Musk. Thank you, sir, for making sure Marvel could get us good movies. That's probably what the Starlink
snap. Yep, agreed.
I think we've just stumbled across the whole mission of the Starlink satellites was to basically give us better Marvel movies and better. I don't know if they've succeeded in giving us better Star Wars movies, but definitely better Marvel movies. And specifically,
No, just Spider-Man.
Spider-Man movies. Yeah. So bravo, Elon. We should have more billionaires competing for space stuff. That way we can get more better movies. But probably not DC because they're dreadful.
There's obviously a problem with Spider-Man attendance.
Apparently so.
Based on what I've seen online, nobody's watching that.
Apparently.
So
Yeah.
that's what this is about. Nobody's talking about it.
I'm scanning over. Is this space instrument searching for a better actor to play Peter Parker? I don't know. I mean, there's always a better actor to play Peter Parker, right? Is there a better actor to play Peter Parker, or have we reached peak Peter Parker?
We reached. Oh man, say that 5 times fast. We reached peak Peter Parker.
Okay. So
in 2003.
Was that Tom Holland? Wait, is Tom Holland the current Peter? I don't know who the current Peter Parker is.
Ignorant. That's Tobey Maguire, you weirdo.
Tobey Maguire, that's right. He was the guy from the Hobbit, right? Wasn't Tobey Maguire in the Hobbit? I can't remember. I don't remember.
That's no. That's
Tobey Maguire was Harry Potter. I remember. I got it all crosswise there.
No.
Tobey Maguire was the little British dude, and he was Harry Potter. And they said, "Hey, you come over here and be Spider-Man too." And he went over and he was Spider-Man. And then they got Samwise Ganges to be from The Hobbit to be in another movie, and he was in Rudy. That's right. Samwise was in Rudy. Bravo for Samwise. It's good stuff. You know, those movies are great movies, and everybody should watch them at least once, I think. Except Rudy. Rudy was... after a certain age, Rudy just is sad. You don't want to watch it. It's just pathetic.
Jesus.
God, they went off and lost that game. Spoiler alert. Actually, I'll remember how that
I never even saw it. I'm sure it was great.
I'm sure it was. Some short guy goes out and gets murdered on a football field because, anyway, Notre Dame. Back when Notre Dame was good and people cared about Notre Dame. That's the only reason why they're still ranked is because they made a movie about Rudy.
Jesus.
Touchdown Jesus. Oh, Lord. Space
what were we talking about?
Space stuff. So Saturn has rings.
Space and Spider-Man.
We shot a comet with a bullet.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Oh. God.
Laura says, "Go home. You're drunk."
No, officer, you don't understand. I'm always like this.
I can't pull over farther.
Oh. And that was specifically addressed at me. What just happened to my screen over there? What are you doing to my screen, Lisa? Are you pushing buttons? If you push
pushing buttons.
If you push buttons and break my stream, that's my job. My job is to push buttons and break my stream. Oh, good God. So, Lee, Dr. Burnsey, where are you an astronomer at? Where do you do your astronomy? And are Geminis the best? I mean, those are the two questions that I've got for your astronomy.
Okay. Those are two very separate questions.
Both astronomy related.
I do my astronomy within feet of the NASA Houston complex.
That's awesome. That's a great place to do astronomy. I can hear
those people sneeze from my apartment. The walls are so thin, I can hear them sneeze. It's ridiculous. They're all sick.
Awesome. That's awesome.
And what was the other question?
Are Geminis the best? because that's the most important.
Geminis.
Thing. Yeah.
Okay, well that's an astrology question.
No, that's an astronomy
As
question.
an
I'm pretty sure astronomy and astrology are the
that
same
those are very
thing.
separate things.
Because Saturn's gravity gives a crap about my life.
No, well, it's delicate, but no, they're very separate.
One of my favorite arguments
And
to
Geminis, as an astronomer, I don't know where Geminis land.
They're at the top.
Except for the moon.
Stegosauruses are just above them. And my zodiac sign is Stegosaurus.
I think, based on the way that we're talking, I think Geminis are just very talky people, and that's what I know about them.
I suppose. One of my favorite arguments to start on Twitter is just simply posting, the gravity during a full moon is the same gravity as the gravity during a new moon, is the same gravity as one of the waxing or waning crescents. It's the same moon, it's the same gravity, but go ahead and argue about it. And boy, do people get pissy when you tell them that the full moon's gravity is the same as the new moon's gravity, because they're all like, it's the whole moon and the gravity is bigger. And I'm like, dude, it's the same fucking moon. Just because you can see more of it doesn't mean there's more gravity. It's still there. I mean, duh. Anyway.
Duh. Like you drive to work at 6 a.m. and you see that gigantic ass moon in the cold winter months. You don't see that cold ass gigantic moon in the summer months. It's the same moon.
I mean, it
means
cold.
the same.
Yeah. Exactly. It's the same dumb moon. And my lovely wife, she's a teacher, and she's like, my kids are crazy.
It is the same dumb moon.
My kids are crazy during a full moon. Like, they're always crazy, sweetie.
It is crazy. And when people are like, she's on her cycle, she's with the moon, that's some crazy, real, actual, factual talk. My
favorite fact about the moon.
It lines up.
My absolute favorite fact about the moon is that before electricity, before they had lights, like electric lights, there's never been a connection between the moon cycles and the births of children. Like, more kids are not born during a full moon. That's an old wives' tale. That's fake. But this is a true fact. More kids were conceived during a new moon prior to electric lighting. And that's a true fact. But there's a reason for it. It has nothing to do with the moon. It has everything to do with lighting. Because the new moon, prior to electric lights, was nature's brown paper bag.
So,
it's true. It's 100% true. More kids were conceived on dark, moonless nights than on full moon nights prior to electric lighting.
That's so fucked
And
up.
that is my favorite moon fact. Of all the moon facts, it's not made of cheese. It was born out of a celestial collision. It's just the right size and distance away from the Earth that it creates a solar eclipse, and it's the only place in the universe that does that. That's all awesome and fantastic and cool. Prior to electric lighting, more kids were conceived during new moons because the moon was nature's brown paper bag. That's my favorite fact. It's true. Or at least it can't be disproven.
As an astronomer, I did not know that fact, and that shit is funny.
It's either true or can't be disproven, and I'm going to go with true. So, look at Lisa. She just can't. She can't even. She's only 3s and 7s. She can't even at all.
That was funny.
Oh. I think I broke Lisa.
Oh.
All right.
As an astronomer, is this broadcast different than other ones you've?
This Every broadcast is
Presented.
different from all the other ones. Every broadcast is completely.
Excellent.
I have no idea. Never do I ever have any idea what's going to happen on these shows. I turn it on, I roll the dice,
That's
and
the
I
best way.
hold on for dear life. Sometimes they go sometimes I plan a show and they go exactly as planned. Sometimes I plan a show and light it on fire and just pray for the best. And tonight is that night. I lit it on fire and we'll just, see what comes out. I don't know.
So if you were a bull rider, would you feel like you made your 8 seconds here?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I made my 8 seconds and then some. I rode that bull so damn hard. He went off and had a cigarette afterwards.
I don't feel like we were.
And he's going to send me flowers in the morning.
Rid. I said rid. We didn't rid anything. This is absolute chaos. I love it.
Speaking of bull riding, the Houston Rodeo is starting in the next couple of weeks. And it occurred to me the other day that the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is really just a music festival. I mean, they have bull riding and shit like that, but
what's going to happen with that?
Nobody cares about the bull riding and bareback and bronc busting and all that. Nobody gives a damn. It's just a music festival at the NRG Stadium.
But it's also turned into a pop craziness. ZZ Top was the rodeo, and now Dusty's gone. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. That's gonna be something else.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I got sad for the rodeo when I heard about Dusty. I'm like, oh my God, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Houston Rodeo is done.
I saw Willie Nelson at the rodeo, and not too terribly. I guess it was a while back. It was at the Astrodome, but I think it was one of the last years that the Astrodome had the rodeo.
A while back at the Astrodome.
What was that, like
30 years?
98, 99? It was just like 5 years ago, 98, 99, something like that.
20 years ago. 25 years ago.
You start talking like that, I'm going to have to.
6 minutes ago.
Joe needs a script to follow. Moose Cow, them's fighting words. I don't need no damn script. Jeez.
Oh, there's no Houston Rodeo without ZZ Top. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think they're going to have Mark McGrath sit in for Dusty for ZZ
Toby
Top.
Keith with his Toyota commercial.
They're going to have Justin Bieber. He'll be there standing in for. That'd be awesome.
But
he'll have
new country songstress, Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, she was country for a while.
Super country.
She She was
country for a while.
Yeah, she recorded like a whole album in Nashville. But
she did like her first 4 years in country.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
No, I don't know.
That's an interesting thing to talk about. Music. And bear with me
as
for
an
this.
astronomer, that's why I brought it up.
Well, right, because if you look at the resonance of the planets, it can actually make music. There's background music to the universe, and that's awesome.
It does. I mean, like, you take the letters of Taylor Swift, and you can spell Saturn.
She is a national treasure.
No.
And we are.
There's no you in Taylor Swift.
We are definitely getting back together. She wrote that song about me. Anyway, there used to be like music styles that you could identify from like different places, like the LA glam rock, the Seattle grunge, the New Orleans boy band shit, the Houston, the peculiar music of the Houston scene, the Austin
New
rockabilly
Orleans
stuff.
Boy band?
No,
Is
Orlando boy bands. All the boy bands, the boy band clones all came out of Orlando.
I thought I heard New Orleans boy band.
Like there was like specific Motown.
You said that.
I said New Orleans, then I immediately said Orlando. Y'all are just wrong, and it's not uncommon. Okay. Y'all should get used to being wrong.
All right, sorry, Joe. Keep going. Go. You're on it. Go.
But this was back in my day.
Like rewind like 10, 20 seconds. Start back at the top of this.
Do you need me to actually?
LA. What?
You need me to actually? No. But see, what I was getting at is these days, like all the music fucking sounds the same. Like it's all the canned, highly produced. It all like you can't find a genre other than maybe Nashville. Rock, country music comes from Nashville. But there's not an LA sound. There's not a Seattle sound. There's not a Detroit sound. There's not a Houston sound. There might still be an Austin sound. I'm not sure if that's been highly produced
I
yet.
think there's just a hip hop sound at this point.
Yeah, but there's not a. There used to be a Philly hip hop.
I mean,
a New York hip hop. There used to be different like genres of music, and now it's just like a homogenized canned, garbage crap that everybody can make on their Apple. What the hell's up with music these days?
I'll be honest.
Do I sound like an old man?
Radio station. I listen to the radio station I like, and it is like country song, classic rock, country song, metal, classic rock. No, I'm sorry, I can't do this right now. But no, I don't know anything new right now.
Yeah,
I still am learning Katy Perry because of where I work. Yeah. I'm like, wow, she is really annoying. I'm just learning it. That whole Wrecking Ball song, super annoying.
Yeah, Katy Perry's Wrecking Ball was terrible.
Just learning it. I missed it, and now I have to hear it for work.
And there are two. Well, yeah, I mean that's part of the job. You didn't know that? Listening to Katy Perry
in my astronomy job, they play Miley Cyrus all the time.
There is an auto-tune sound. Yeah, Moose Guy says there's an auto-tune sound. And yeah, there's an auto-tune sound, but that's not a geography-based. There's not a location that says auto-tune. That's straight out of Des Moines or whatever. Yeah, I mean, they had East Coast, West Coast, different hip-hop styles from East Coast, West Coast, different. They had local cool sounds that were different all across the country. And now it's just like.
There were.
TikTok. Like,
there's a very different. My husband is very into gangster rap, and I learned there's a big difference between California and New York. And New York has the very musical version of it, and it's got like the Queen Latifah and the Mount. But it's very musical version, and then there's the LA rap, and then it's very angry and confrontational.
In chat,
there's none of that now.
In chat, Bull Rush noted that there's been a study recently that says yes, actually, music has gotten worse. There was like a transition point in the late '90s. This is what that study said. That somewhere in the late '90s there was this transition point where there was basically consolidation of radio stations, and then music all just kind of went and like became this homogenized trash.
Clear channel.
Yeah, but I miss having scenes and sounds and like. Does that make me sound like an old man? Like back in my day, there were doo-wop bands.
Well, it doesn't to me because I'm also an older woman.
Yeah, well,
I appreciate it as an old woman.
I don't know if we're ever gonna have like the cool.
I like my Bonnie Raitt.
And that was a thing back in the day too. There was different country and western sounds. There was the LA country, the Nashville country, the Midwest folksy country.
Back in the country times, there was no even drums. There was no drums.
Oh, jeez.
And now there's like and
that boy went and put an electric guitar where his fiddle should be. Yeah.
Oh, country was so good. Oh my God, back in the day. Country. Fantastic. I mean, it sounds like, even if you listen to it on the best recording, it sounds like it's coming off a record player. It is raw. Yeah. It is gritty. It's good. It hits your heart. There's none of that now because it's like bam, ba-dim, ba-dim, bam, 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 bam.
They were troubadours in the true sense. Now, I do hang out with some guys from a local independent. I know the owner. There's a music festival in late August, early September, called the River Revival, and it's put on by a record company here in town, in Houston. And
what is town?
Houston, here in Houston, and it is. River Revival is the event, and we've sponsored that event several times. I used to have a poster over here. It's over there now, but I can't reach it. Yeah, it's over there. But there, I mean, and it's a great wide variety of music, but it's not a particular like sound, and there's a
Because
lot
none
of
of them
the
play instruments.
yeah, a lot of these do, but it's not like a particular genre. It's not a particular sound. You can't put your finger on it. There's like a funk band that they bring out. There's like a folk band. It's not really there's not really like a country aspect or like a rock. It's just like this folksy type of. God, I can't put my damn finger on it. It's just. It's not country and western. It's more like John Denver.
It
John
doesn't have
Denver-y type
feel.
of music.
It's probably called Americana now.
Americana. See, the lawyer knows.
Okay.
The one who works with words.
It doesn't have feel.
Doesn't have
They're
heart.
writing songs
Doesn't have heart. Doesn't have guts.
to catch the attention of what's going on. There's no feel.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, this lyric is popular, this thing is popular, so we're going to say that this way, and it's just there's no feel to it. It's just like it's like reading a recipe, like Mumford and Sons.
It's formulaic.
Those dudes were so fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Their first album, so fucking cool, and then it was a recipe after that,
Well, yeah,
that's kind of the way the music has gone.
Even in the
Kings
80s.
of Leon, they were fantastic.
Yeah.
And then they did the recipe thing. They're like, okay, well this hit, so we're gonna keep trying to do this.
Right.
J-Lo is another one.
But
I'm sorry,
but
I love her.
Even as far back in the 80s, the supergroups like Def Leppard and Aerosmith and the supergroups, Rolling Stones, they come out with their first sound, and it comes and it hits and it's great, and they come out with their second album and it's like a little bit better produced, and then after that it's literally formulaic, and they're good. They're good professional musicians who produce well produced records and I keep saying records because I'm a fucking fossil. They keep producing well-produced
it makes sense.
and good music, but it's like, for a long time, all the albums, all the records were the same. I'm just gonna keep saying it, I don't care. It was a bunch of rock and then a ballad and then slower then faster, and this was just how it was done. And bands like Guns N' Roses.
It was good. And then there was the agents who were like, there has to be a ballad.
Yeah.
You got to get the chicks in there. You're jamming, but you gotta get the chicks, so you gotta throw that ballad in there.
Yeah, and see, the Beatles went the different route, where they had their good sound, the well-produced album, another well-produced album, and then they were richer than God, and they were like, we're just gonna make whatever the fuck we want. And they did, and there was that whole experimental thing that they did, and it was just like, the Beatles were good for like 3 albums. That was pretty much it. Fight me, chat. I don't care. But a band like Guns N' Roses, they had their debut smash album, which was awesome, and then they had their second one, which was it was good, but it was clearly the studio was trying to get them to kind of polish and go in a certain direction, and Axl Rose was fighting it. And then their third album, which came out like 4 decades later or whatever, was. Is
that the Chinese Democracy?
Yeah, the Axl's beauty project that he worked on forever just to get it to be perfect, and then it came out and it was like you spent way too much time.
Well, it's just such a weird thing because you've got these guys who like take Van Halen. You've got these great albums, and the cool thing about Van Halen is they would do like a cover, at least one cover on each album.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Van Halen was another one. They are a very professional group, and they've been able to plug in different singers on their very professional performing and recording style. And when you're very professional, that's what you do. You replace employees, and you just continue to work. And I find that fascinating with some bands. Some bands can do that, and some bands can't. And
Exactly. As an astronomer, I feel like
I
the
forgot you're an
Van
astronomer.
Halen and the Van Hagar are both equally, respectably good.
Yeah, exactly. They're legendary. Mooskow drops the question: is it bluegrass or is it folk? And what do you think? Is there a distinct difference between bluegrass and folk, or is bluegrass a particular
Oh,
type of folk?
absolutely. Bluegrass has banjo.
Sometimes, yeah. All times, most times, yeah.
No,
But folk
sometimes.
folk music doesn't
Bluegrass
have to have
always
banjo.
has banjo.
I think, yeah, bluegrass is
always has banjo.
bluegrass is a specific category of this folk genre. Yeah, when I think of folk music, I think John Denver, among others. But that's my. It's not country. It's like Lisa said. It's Americana. It is what it is, and it's
Americana is such good music.
yeah. I like that.
No, bluegrass always has banjo. Folk, they're just They don't have the banjo.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the Neil Young, the
Shut up, Lisa.
Bob Dylan, and the.
Anyway, yeah, Bob Dylan. That's an excellent example.
You know who's an underrated band is God, I can't even think of it.
God is an
it's
underrated,
so underrated
band. I didn't even know God played an instrument.
His son. Jacob Dylan. What was the band?
Oh, I thought you meant Jesus.
Wallflowers.
Wallflowers, yes.
I said God. I didn't even know God was in a band, and you say his son.
Incredible.
Clearly, Jesus was in a band. Jesus and the 12 Disciples. That was a cool band. They played all over Israel.
Oh, Jesus rocked it.
Or all over Palestine. Israel didn't exist. Jesus. Yes, Bob Dylan's kid. Wendell Dylan is in the Wallflowers. He's great. He's a great kid. I taught him everything he knows about beer. He taught me everything he knew about cocaine and heroin. I taught him everything I knew about beer and bull riding. And it was a good time.
You know what? Cocaine and heroin gets a bad rap. That created some fucking awesome music.
Some very awesome music. Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times. Kids, don't do drugs to excess.
Don't do it. Just listen to it.
Don't do it to excess because
don't listen to it. Or if you listen to it, listen to them crying for help. Alice in Chains.
A lot of those songs were definite cries for help.
Soundgarden. Who's that Soundgarden dude that killed himself?
Yeah, like a third of Red Hot Chili Peppers. Oh my God. At least a third of their music, possibly more.
Oh my God. The Flea.
Yes. Well, he was just Flea, not the.
I can't watch anything with
the Tick
with
was a superhero. The Flea was not Arthur. No, the Tick. Yeah. Anyway, so there you go. Lee, this was fun. We've got another segment to do. Unhinged. It's 10:30. Lisa, do you have your Unhinged stuff ready to go?
I do.
Yeah. So this is what happens, Dr. Burnsey. What happens is Lisa shares with us her disaster stories from the dating site, and then we get to vote on who is the Fumblebee of the week. And as a group, we decide if anybody rises up to the level of dildo of the week. We haven't had a dildo of the week in a while. Yes.
What is Fumblebee of the week? Can I get the rankings here?
So Fumblebee of the week is just Lisa, you explain it.
So
as a lawyer.
Of the week is the award that we give to the most ridiculous or pitiful candidate.
Pedophile automatically gets dildo of the week.
Yes, and we've had one of those.
Yes, we have. Indeed.
That's dildo of the week. What is Bumble of the week?
Fumblebee of the week is
Fumblebee.
Just someone who just doesn't quite have it together.
Yeah.
Okay. Fumblebee is like a regular loser, and then the dildo of the week is like a
remarkable loser.
Criminal.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just Yeah.
Okay,
You know,
cool.
Particular douchebag. And it's named for a,
sexist or homophobic.
it is the Coach JD Dildo of the Week, named for some coach out in, some misogynist douchebag coach out in California. Compton, specifically, as he is proud to say. He's from Compton. Anyway. It's important to him, so clearly, because he keeps saying it. So there you go. Lisa, fire up the doodads. And don't make my stream crash.
Okay.
Oh,
I
there it
shared
is.
the screen, and then I'm going to let you.
Do I add? I add. Yes, I do. There you go. I push buttons. Here we go. Crash time. I need to change. I need to change the screen too. There it goes. We'll be over here on the left. Is it that way or this way? My left or yours? Open up. There, we're on my left.
Stage left.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Stage
Lisa's Unhinged Chronicles. Oh, I wrote a theme song. But I can't find my guitar. Never mind.
No, you did not do it.
That's correct.
Play
I
it.
did not. I did not.
Oh.
Do I have my
Go,
harmonica?
Lisa.
No, I don't have my harmonica either. I must have brought it to
my
the
theme
distillery.
song. Where's my title page?
That's your title page now. I didn't.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
okay.
download the title page off of StreamYard because. Well, wait. Do I have it over here? I'm pushing buttons. Hold tight, everybody. I'm pushing buttons. God knows what's going to happen.
Okay.
Or done. Is that it?
Pushing buttons on Lisa's Unhinged Chronicles.
There we go.
Fingers crossed. Let's see if this works. Fingers crossed. Come on, show it, you dumb idiots. There it is. Lisa's Unhinged title page. Cheers. All right. That over there. Go. Shoot.
Yay.
All
I
right.
liked the circus one.
So,
Oh, thanks.
this week,
Uh-huh. What we got?
yeah, we have the return of Lisa's Unhinged Chronicles after a all too long hiatus.
And then the next
Don't
the
worry,
next
folks.
the part 3 will be the revenge of Lisa's Unhinged Chronicles. Because that's how the sequels go.
Don't
The
worry.
Unhinged Chronicles, Return of the Unhinged Chronicles, Revenge of the Unhinged Chronicles. Anyway, carry on, Lisa.
Right.
This time it's personal.
During this time, I have been collecting material, so
All right.
you have not missed out there. So, our first guy introduces himself. Happy 2022. Let's start this year off on a positive note. If finding true love. I think he meant of finding true love. I enjoy dancing, traveling, sports, comedy club. Apparently only one.
Just one in particular.
Just one.
He does an open mic night. Watch out.
Visiting new area of Washington.
Huh?
I'm on a mission to find a great partner. I'm ready and hope you are. This guy's got standards. No hooker, no Trump supporters. Please have teeth.
Whoa, geez. At least he has standards.
But
Please have teeth.
he
doesn't say to have them in your head.
It's like
Screams like a guy who has met people without teeth.
apparently. And I could understand that happening if you are older or maybe run in circles of retired hockey players.
But has a strong penchant for not that.
Where you live in Porter?
So, but it's not a deal breaker. He just asked that one have teeth, not that one must.
And he's not, and again, he's not specific that they have to be in your head or attached to your body. You can just have them. Like, here,
I'm gonna spit.
I have teeth.
My good day drink.
Like, I keep other people's teeth in a box.
Yeah. I
I've
keep
got
one
a handful of teeth for you, baby.
I keep one from each of my victims
He's got teeth.
as a little necklace.
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
God.
This is
Oh,
this is the girl I found on Match.com. There's a girl I found on Twitter. This one's another one from Twitter. There's one. He just has a string of them around his neck.
Are you guys done? Because Our next guy.
I don't know if we're done, but we'll come back to that one.
He says, hello. I'm in a poly/open marriage and looking for someone to have a long-term relationship with.
Does his wife know he's in a poly/open marriage?
That's like 7 red flags.
That's every word of that
I'm
sentence
fun,
is a red flag.
honest, and affectionate. If you're the same, that's not the correct use of your. Then take a risk because I will. Don't be scared to respond, as you never know if I will be that special person for you. I'm like, buddy, you've got a wife. You're
Yeah.
not the special person for me.
He's got at least one.
Yeah.
At least one. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't know it's a poly open relationship as well. That sounds like the dating profile of a guy who's trying to convince you that it's okay that he's cheating on his wife.
Is it that, or is this the way that people now classify the we're just staying together for the kids kind of marriage? Like,
I mean,
I
would if that were the case, that's how I would lead. Like, yeah, I got a wife, but we're just staying together for the kids. You want to do it? I mean, you come out and be honest. I mean, why? I don't play the fucking games. This is either he's in a legit poly open relationship or he's cheating. And she doesn't know he's in a legit poly open relationship. He's the only person in that relationship that knows. Because I'm pretty sure that people in poly and open relationships prowl together. Pretty sure. They're like, how about that one? And she's like, yes. No, it's good. Yeah, good point. They could go. They could go hunting alone.
As an astronomer,
I
view this message. I view this message as a like a magnet. And this person is like the central magnet. He's like the north magnet, and he is attracting south magnets. This dude is a weirdo.
Yeah, at the very least, he sounds like a weirdo.
He just wants to attract some souths.
Yeah,
and,
he is not the special.
Bull Rush makes a very important point in chat. There are specific dating websites for poly relationships. Like specific for that. For people who are looking for that particular thing. It's like there's a field planted with carrots for you to go find carrots. You don't have to go hunting around to the turnip patch to find some fucking carrots. There's a whole place for you to go find them. Like, there you go. Look, go over there. There's a carrot patch. Go get them.
Carrots! Go, Lisa, go.
Yeah.
Go, Lisa. So, looking to have a casual coffee, drink, or dinner. No pressure. I work in spring and live in the Austin area. I'm usually in the Houston area during the week and weekends in Austin. Message me if you want to know more. Don't be shy.
A booty call, man. Nice.
What?
Yeah, he's in town for the week. He wants to have a little Wednesday dessert, a little Thursday happy hour, a little Friday Netflix and chill, and then he gets up and leaves.
No, Friday
to go home to his wife. Oh, Friday night goes, okay, so it's Tuesday Netflix and chill, Wednesday salami hiding, and also on Tuesday. And then
this is a weed dealer. This is a weed dealer. He's a very good weed dealer, and he has clients in Spring and Austin and
very
Houston.
Good weed dealer. And I would like to meet him.
It could be fun. It could be fun. You might get a good connect on this one if you like to smoke weed.
I don't. No.
But
people who do.
This guy's just traveling, just doing the thing.
Okay, here's an alternative theory. He lives in Houston, but
deals weed in Austin.
Is in Austin.
That's an entirely possible theory. Yes, very probable, very likely.
But if his girlfriend lives in Austin, is he really like? Are we talking about him?
Yeah, they're not very tight. But here's the thing: if he only lives in Austin 2 days of the week, he's making some serious money in spring because it's expensive to live in Austin. Either that, or he has a shitty house that he paid too much for, and he's upside down.
Well, it also says Austin area. So, like, what are we talking about? Like Caldwell County?
That could be Round Top.
Pflugerville,
No, Pflugerville.
Wimberley,
Austin area. That I
San Marcos.
Yeah, there's a lot of places that are Austin.
San
It's
Marcos
close enough to
is
spring
the
too.
Austin area.
Yeah.
I went to school at Texas State, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm in Austin."
This guy
Well,
this guy sounds like he's just
basically,
he's just a pocket full of bad decisions. I don't. If you're making
and a
enough,
pocket full of weed, so if
Yeah, it
you
could be.
need it, get him.
I mean,
yeah.
I
No,
could hook you up. I know people. It's fine.
yeah.
It's not hard to
Yeah,
find.
so
And that's what always
guy-
makes me. I'll tell this story in a minute. Go ahead, Lisa. Finish.
This guy put his name into Bumble as redeemed.
Mm.
Yeah.
So he's
He
a
might as
gift
well
card.
have used #blessed in his
Oh, of course,
About
right.
Me section.
He owns his
But-
own home.
He says, I own my own home, I wear matching socks, and I love my mother.
Dude,
Winner,
winner. Keep him.
winner.
Package it up and
That
keep
is-
it.
Solid gold.
Of course, he may have a basement full of dead bodies, but that's fine. I mean, it'll be
might.
a good it'll
He
be a
might.
good ride while it lasts. I mean, he'll
But based on what we
he
know
owns-
here,
he owns his own house
This
and he
is a
wears
solid
matching
dude.
socks. He's got one up on me. I don't wear matching socks. I just wear
5'10",
whichever ones I can
5'10".
find.
Okay, y'all.
I mean, I don't know who his mother is, but I can't say that I love her too. So, I mean, I'm sure she's a nice person.
Right. So, but like, if a guy mentions his mother in his dating profile, I'm like,
It's a bad sign.
nope, nope. Somebody
especially if
has not
she's
cut
dead,
paper
because that is
straight.
weird.
Would you like to meet her? She's over here by the fireplace.
That's some. That's some Alfred Hitchcock shit.
That and the redeemed thing, it's just kind of like, okay, thank you. Probably.
I love my mother. I
Goodness.
dress her up. I
It-
dress in her clothes.
I mean,
Meet me in the basement. Yeah.
yeah,
Spin,
there's
spin
something
her around in a chair.
there's something about that that just sounds like trying hard. It's like trying hard to look like you're not
Yeah.
trying hard. You know, humble brag, I own my house. What's up? Matching socks. Haha, I'm self-deprecating. Love my mother because I'm like not I guess, you know, as opposed to the people who hate their moms. I mean, you know, I have a good, healthy
Who doesn't
relationship.
love their mother?
And then, I mean,
If you have to sell that you love your mother, you are a red flag. You are a
Yeah.
walking red flag.
I'm on record of saying I'd swipe
All right,
right on
continue,
literally
Lisa.
everything just because I'm down for the adventure just to see where it goes. But something about
I
this
love
doesn't
my
sit
mother.
right. Something about this feels like
But
there's
I'm not going to advertise it.
something about this feels like there's a pile of bodies at the bottom of that well that he has in the backyard.
This fellow, more than a man, less than a god.
Boy,
Those
I'm not a girl,
attract me.
not quite a woman. Sorry.
So,
located in where is
if
that?
you look,
Darbury? Danbury. Okay.
Danbury. So keep
Oh,
reading.
Danbury. Who doesn't love Danbury? Man,
More
that's
than
a
a man.
good town right there.
Less than a girl?
Looking for chatting, friendship, something casual, long-term relationship. His height is 6'6".
I don't get it.
His profession is fugitive recovery agent.
Whoops. I hit a button. Sorry.
I would
I did not mean
say
to hit a
no
button.
on 6'6" alone.
I did not mean to hit a button. Sorry about that. To get everything back to normal in just a second. Something about this is just weird.
6'6". 6'6" is weird.
Okay.
How are you 6'6" and not in the NBA? Get out.
Right?
Because he's a fugitive recovery agent.
Right. That's a
Or an alien.
fugitive recovery is
That's
sorry. That's a bounty hunter. There we are.
Joe, you have no audio.
I fixed it. We're all fixed. We're all good.
Anyway, he's 6.
I lost connection there for a second because I kept flipping around with stupid buttons.
And he smokes often. I'm just like, oh no.
I don't even know what that brand is.
Dog
What
bounty hunter.
brand is often?
Oh, Joe, you muted yourself.
I'm fixed. No, I'm not.
I've seen him do this before.
There I
This
am.
is him an hour ago trying to set up this thing.
I hit a button.
Okay.
He says keep he says keep talking.
Just keep
You're
As
going.
an astronomer, I'm reading his
Okay.
Keep going.
hand signs. He says keep
Okay.
going.
Keep going.
So anyway,
Oh,
vote. It's time to vote.
All right, we're better.
Bachelor A has standards. You know, he wants no hookers,
oh my God.
people with teeth.
Wait a minute.
What?
So wait a minute. So you've given us several gentlemen,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and I have to rank them A through E.
No, you vote for one to be the Bumblebee.
Oh,
Yeah, we pick the particular degenerate of who's going to be the Fumblebee, and then Lisa has to date him. We should make that
okay.
a part of the show.
Can
You have
I
to
get
date him
it?
and give us a report.
Can I get a rundown? Can I get like just a snapshot of each one
Yes.
as a reminder?
Yes, that is the part of the show we have come to. So A was the guy who has standards. No hookers. Please have teeth. So
And by the way, those are awfully high standards.
yeah. B was the guy in the open marriage poly relationship was looking to have a long-term relationship with.
Look
He
for-
might be a special person.
Quite literally for love in all the wrong places.
Yes. Yes.
Good song.
Which is wasn't that Ronnie Millsap?
Several
No,
people,
Tony Millsap. God, he's so good.
several people.
Wasn't that saying for love in all the wrong places?
Rocky Mountain rain keeps
Kenny-
on falling.
Focus.
Kenny,
Sorry.
Kenny,
Ronnie Millsap, the person who's saying "Look for love in all the wrong places."
No,
No?
no.
no.
Who's it?
Tony Millsap is Rocky Mountain Rain and
Johnny Lee
oh my.
is at least one of the people who sang it.
There you go.
Okay.
1980.
Sorry,
Johnny
continue.
Lee, Looking for
Oh
Love.
God, go back.
So this was the guy who, the geographically challenged guy who works in spring, lives in Austin. So, and then Redeemed, who wears matching socks and loves another. And then E was our bounty hunter.
Wearing matching socks is a weird flex.
And 6 foot bounty hunter. Fugitive recovery agent.
Being a bounty hunter sounds like a fun job.
Well, I mean, no, you can
I think
watch
you're legally,
that series.
I think you're legally allowed to
or
shoot
whatever.
people just for fun. I think it'd be easy to be a bounty hunter. Just like meet him in a bar, buy him a bunch of drinks, give him a face, call him.
I'm gonna say that guy that works in Spring or lives in Houston or works in Austin, whatever the guy is, he's
Is he
So
the Bumblebee of the
The
week?
geographically challenged number C is the Bumblebee of the Week for you?
yes.
Or the Bumblebee?
Yep,
I would
yep.
go with, let's get
Yep.
us on a, yeah,
He's
you got, okay. I don't know. I'm trying to decide between the guy who has standards who is clearly just bad standards. I don't think he's the worst of the 5. The geographically challenged guy is just kind of sketchy and weird. Person, that's the dude who went for the long term. That's the guy. I'm going with letter B. He's my particular. That's my vote. My vote's B. Your vote was E, right? Lee, Doctor Burnsey. Your vote was E?
I'm sorry. I'm still not clear on how this works. I think that the guy that works in Houston and Spring and Austin and all that,
Okay.
I think that I would date him.
Okay.
I don't know how this works.
You're picking
So-
the worst of the
Looking
you're picking the worst.
forward, the worst profile of the week.
Oh!
You're picking the worst of the bunch.
Okay. Okay, well, definitely the dude was his mom.
At least I have to date him.
Oh, she has to date him?
No,
Okay.
that's not how this works.
I do think you get on the show though. We should interview him, and it would be so much fun. Like I'll bring him on
If
night.
you are laughed,
All right.
like I've already said no.
Yeah, you're lame. Okay, Gal's got the matching
What did our
guy,
host
which
in
is
chat say?
Lisa got or sorry, Moose Gal's got D, the matching socks. No, wait, which one was the matching socks weirdo? B? Loves his
That
mother?
was redeemed.
Okay, so she's got.
Yeah.
We got a split vote. We've got B, C, and D. Somebody needs to jump in and balance this out.
What's
And I
going
think
on
Bull- I
with
think
my
Bull-
vote for the guy
Bull
on
Rush has
A?
voted for A, so we've got A, B, C, and D. The only person who's gotten a vote is Dr. Bounty Hunter. Uh-huh. For 5 months, we haven't had this segment. This is the worst you've come across.
Is there anyone who mentioned sister
Luna
and
is
now we
impressed with her selection, Lisa. Okay, so we've
Wait.
split. We've got a split
Wait.
vote.
I'm not upset with my selection, sir. That's not
Slick, and which also a great folk artist.
seriously.
Woo!
All right, so I guess we're just gonna have a split title this week, unless I decide to change my. Lisa, you have the tiebreak. Who's the Bumblebee of the week?
Hell yeah.
What are we talking between?
You're the tiger. You of the week. I'm
The guy
totally
from
invested. Like whatever. Just
Oh
pick
my
one.
god.
Wait.
Do I need to flip a coin?
Who? No.
We have B,
I
C,
think
and D.
I gotta go with redeemed.
All right. So Lisa picked Redeemed as Bumblebee of the week.
No.
No. There you go. You
Yeah.
know. He's right.
For everyone.
What was that?
Poly open merit guy.
Oh,
That
Oh my god!
absolutely. My guy's the winner, Beardo, who is shouting for carrots in a turnip field. Like a fucking moron.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Woo, I picked just one. I'm returning champion.
You need to take your snowflakes down, man.
I'm gonna get my trophy. For
Winter.
No.
Yeah, those are Valentine's
With-
snowflakes, celebrating the fact that we have lights here for the first time in a year.
For February. Yeah.
The only reason I brought this because I'm looking at my Christmas tree still. It's still green.
See,
Okay, we're taking good care of it.
Rush has the same philosophy. Just for everybody and just go out for it. What's the good at? She cuts off your pink. I mean, those grow back, right? I don't know. You're the scientist.
we
You
are
tell
not
us, Lee. Do
scientists,
pinkies
no.
grow back? Do we need them?
Pinkies do grow back.
All right. Well,
You need to be careful with those pinkies. Fingers and toes. As long as you got that, you're okay.
so I guess that probably is the worst thing to happen. You go date some chick. She cuts off.
That's scientific.
Yeah, that
That's
is.
scientific.
I mean,
Yeah,
you could
that's
probably
not the way.
she could probably kill
It's
you,
a bad
but
thing.
statistically
Probably a
speaking,
bad thing.
statistically speaking, if I go out on a date, I'm more likely to kill her than he is to kill me, statistically speaking.
Who are you killing, Joe?
I'm just saying, statistically speaking, the most dangerous thing a female can do is go out with a guy. Any guy. That's just like statistically speaking.
Oh.
She's more likely to die if she goes out than if she does. Statistically speaking. So like the one thing that happens, technically I guess she could kill me, but chances are I'll kill her. Because, statistically, I'm not a murder thing yet. I'm just saying, statistically speaking.
I don't think you're a murderer if you end up dead on your date.
Well, right. I mean, but if I go out with
I
a chick,
think that she would be the murderer.
that's what I'm saying. If like swipe
So
right
if
for a guy,
wouldn't
swiping right for a guy for like whatever, like I'm down for the adventure, sure. Swipe right. Like the worst that could happen to me is like I get a psycho and she like kills my cat or whatever, cuts my car tires.
oh my god! Okay, first of all, I don't understand the swiping thing. I don't understand swiping thing. Why are you yelling, cat man? I'm in space. Okay, I don't understand.
But the flip side of that is like reality. The worst thing that could happen probably I could get killed, right? I mean that's literally the worst thing that could happen on a date. But statistically speaking, chances are if anyone's getting killed on a date, it's not going to be me. It's going to be my date because like statistically speaking, a chick goes out on a blind date, she's the one that dies, not the guy. That's just how.
Well, it depends on who knows hand-on-hand combat.
That's just how dates work. If you go out on a date with a guy, they're like, "Oh, she disappeared. Who is she seeing? Well, she went out with that guy. Well, he's the suspect. He's a dude." Like immediately at the beginning of the episode, you're like, "Yep, that's the guy. He's done." Like, That's how Dateline works. We all know this. I'm not dropping like news on people, right? This is like known stuff.
Well,
A woman disappeared.
I've been saying a while, so you're dropping a lot of shit. I don't know what I'm right and means. I don't know what the line is. I would say that if you are going on a date and you make okay, she's probably not the one for you.
Fair enough. What? I was good enough for you to kill me? Screw you, crazy bitch.
She's probably not the one.
I'm just
Don't
saying
bring her to your family.
that immediately when you see the story, suburban housewife and her kids are missing. They've been missing since Tuesday. You're like, who's the husband? He obviously he did it. Question the husband. He's the one. Like went to work.
It was obviously
he was on. Like he's like he goes to church and he blah blah blah. Yeah, he's the one. Quit asking questions. Quit interviewing people. He's the guy. Which is what I'm saying. The worst thing happens. The worst thing happens is you go on a date and but statistically,
I'm so glad I'm out of the dating scheme.
Yeah, me too.
This is nuts. Murder, we gave.
I haven't killed anybody yet. Probably. I'm
That's
pretty sure.
wonderful, Joe.
We always have to
pat
say,
yourself on the back.
that's a high bar. That's a very, very low bar to cross. Like, just don't.
No, that's a great bar. I think that maybe that's the problem with society is that we're raising the bar way too high without realizing the bar is probably lower than we're expecting. If you're not killing people, that's really bar.
That's
a really bar.
That's the baseline denominator living in a society with other people is you don't kill your neighbor.
What's the narrative? That you're giving her a yuck saying, "Go fuck my brother."
There's a vast territory that don't know me and give me there's a vast area between black and white. Vast gray area. Like the entire universe of gray area to kill me is not. And I'm just saying,
my eyes are watering.
The baseline for living a society in general, like just in general, like build a society. What should rule number one be? Like, don't kill people. Like, oh, that's a good one. But
well, there's a lot of people. So I mean, maybe not rule number one.
Well, granted,
I don't know.
Then like rule number 6 should be
maybe there's too many people.
Die, like hire somebody to do that specific job. Like that's like down the road, like they still want chickens and I can't eat. I'm gonna die now.
Oh
like,
no!
Obviously, these chickens and now you're gonna die. So that
no.
Well, you should hire somebody to do that for you. And, the Vikings figured that out. This isn't complicated. Like society is simple.
I think the first rule of a post-apocalyptic thing would be somebody's got to plant some shit. Somebody's got to go down and dirty. They got to go plant some shit. We got to figure it out. We got to figure out how to get the electricity back. We got to do that kind of stuff. You don't have to kill people immediately, but it will come into play.
Bull Rush is saying we
That's just what I'm saying as an astronomer.
You're 100% accurate. Like that, somebody's not got to do the job. Let's do jobs, or we need people to do jobs for us.
Somebody's got to do the job.
And see, that's how slavery is invented. Like, somebody needs to clean the toilets. I don't want to clean the toilets. I'm not going to clean them. Well, let's put that guy in charge of cleaning the toilets. He's like, I don't want to clean toilets. And you're like, guess what?
You don't put anybody.
Now you're cleaning toilets. No. And just like that.
Rule
that's how we get invented. You have to have a rule.
Rule 2. Rule 2 is no. Rule 2 is nobody is in charge of cleaning the toilets. Rule 2 is nobody's in charge of cleaning the toilets. Because if you make it a rule that nobody cleans the toilets and it's up after a day and a half, somebody's gonna go do it. Somebody's go and do it. So don't you go assign people to that shit. You gotta just let it happen naturally. People know their position. They know their strength. There are people who are gonna clean up those latrines. There are gonna be people who plant vegetables. There are gonna be people who plant the wives.
You would think.
Whatever.
Did she say plant the wives?
Yes, she did.
Well,
but I'm just saying. I've been and I can tell you that no matter how old the trash can gets, there's always more bags that you can put next to the trash can because you can be as stubborn as your roommates and just refuse to take out trash.
I don't want to hear that. Yeah, because it's personal to me. I'm more of Lisa's cat.
She's got 28 cats, and she keeps stealing them from neighbors. No,
that's not true.
Okay, well, in a post-apocalyptic.
Wait, this is
Harry.
This is Harry.
Ma'am?
Bull Rush is saying that
he is wired. That cat is wired. He's going to dig in if you hold him tight. right. He's gonna dig in.
He has things to do.
So where were we about
Well, I would like to
about
make
our
a quick point.
post-apocalyptic place?
I would like to make a quick point. Bull Rush says it's not a good idea to take dating advice from a married dude, but I'm telling you, of all the people you should take dating advice from, you should probably take a dating advice related to the guy who isn't. Just saying. You know, if you got a whole room full of guys who are single and still
That's
trying to figure
fair.
this shit out,
That's fair.
and there's the one guy who's like, all these single guys, they're still single. You should probably ask the guy who's not anymore. The guy who's not anymore has the answers that you're looking for. Answer number one.
That's fair, but that's also like saying, if you go to Vegas and you go to the roulette table and you want to win big, listen to the guy who got $40 on a spin. Yeah,
Well, you don't take
it
gambling
doesn't- it
advice from the
doesn't-
guy who
it doesn't-
dropped $4,000 at the craps table because he clearly doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, unless he also
how
won
is
$50,000.
online dating and gambling different?
I don't know. You brought up the gambling analogy. Tell me how they're different.
Not much. Not much.
It's not different. It's not different. You spin the wheel and you're like, no, I got black. I betted red. That's the same thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like shooting a bullet up in the
I
air
am
seeing where
so-
it lands.
It is. It is. I talked to this poor meat cut. I work in a grocery store. Okay, I work in a grocery store, and this poor meat cutter dude is always coming to me, and he's like, "Oh, I love this chick." Blah 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 blah. Blah. And I tell him, men do not have a what is the word? League.
Yeah,
Men do
exactly.
not have a league.
No.
If you're funny, if you have money, if you have confidence, men do not have leagues. Women have leagues. Men do not have leagues. And that shit does not transfer onto online dating.
Yeah. Ladies, I need to wrap this up. We're past the 2-hour mark, and it is time to wrap up our happy hour. It has been a tremendous amount of fun, though. This has been a lively conversation, and we do need to wrap this up. So, Lee, tell me, plug your astronomy stuff so that we can find some astronomy stuff online or in our local libraries for our edification. Or not. No? Good.
Well, you put me on the spot. I would suggest just driving down Saturn Boulevard.
Saturn Boulevard. That's a good.
That's going to get you a lot of education. Saturn Boulevard. You just rake up the education on Saturn Boulevard, because on the left side you're going to have the Elon Musk dildo thing, and then on the right side you're going to have the Longhorns and the Saturn rocket thing park. It's wonderful.
Awesome. All right. Fantastic.
Other than that,
Okay. Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa.
Thank you for putting me on the spot.
Well, you're very welcome. Thank
appreciate
you for
it.
coming on the show. I really appreciate
Yeah.
the adventurous nature of willing to do what you did. Not many people would do what you volunteered to do, and I am grateful. Thank you. This was fun. This was a fun time. This really was a fun
Well,
time.
that's what makes me an astronomer.
Yeah, you got to be.
This was very fun. I appreciate both of you guys, and I'm sorry, Lisa, for not understanding the whole dating thing, but maybe I'll get it next time if you guys invite me back.
Yeah.
You can watch anytime, 9:00 Thursday nights.
There you go.
Unhinged is every week.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, cool. Lee, I'm going to bounce you out. And Lisa, I'm going to bounce you down to the green room. Lisa, you do your thing real quick. See if this works. Yeah, that worked. We're in good shape still. Good. Host or
Yeah.
post, plug whatever you want to plug real quick.
Okay.
Yes, Lisa.
Spay and neuter your pets because I don't need any more cats. Remember?
She-
So hold them steady at 9. And if anybody's looking to hire an attorney, let me know.
I will definitely let you know when I need my attorney. Because I am working on that. Working diligently on needing an attorney. Okay, Lisa, I'm going to bounce you out as well. And hopefully this will stabilize and we can wrap this shit up. I'm waiting on the fucking screen to tell me what's going on. Anything? Yeah, there we go. Get my good cam up and switch over from this scene to that scene. Well, I'm on this scene. This will do fine. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers, sisters, children of all ages, thank you so much for joining the show. Tune in tomorrow night. We're going to do another one. And then probably, tomorrow night's Friday night, right? Yeah, tune in tomorrow night. We're going to do another one. Click like, subscribe, notifications, all that shit. It'll pop up on your feed. So I don't know what we're talking about. Why am I black and white? What the fuck is going on? Lisa's playing with filters. Damn it, Lisa. Let's see, if I switch to this scene, will this bring, if I turn off the camera here, will that fix, turn off the camera there, will it turn the camera on here? Can y'all can still hear me. Anything? No, it's not working. It was working just like literally 2 seconds ago, but I deactivated the camera there. There it is. Oh, well, fuck it. Back to StreamYard with just us. Let's see here. I got a better idea. Oh, fucking everything's fucked up. Bear with me. I am switching cameras because I'm good at science. And then we are going to close the show because I am good at science. Stop it. Yep, that's the one. Then cam link this one. Okay. Boom. I am good at science. Lisa, it was actually 1996. And I understand perfectly well how human beings work. Thank you very much. They don't change that drastically. Human beings